Hello there, and thank you for tuning in to another one of my tip videos. I am Sue Jacobs, owner of Personal Style Wardrobe and Image Consulting, and whether you are catching this live or you are watching on replay, I very much appreciate you tuning in at whatever point is convenient in your life. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about is something I am hearing all the time right now. It is just past the new year here. Sometimes people make resolutions. Oftentimes the topic comes up that, oh my gosh, I've gained so much weight, or those type of things. We know that that is a constant regardless of what year it is. I have to say, in my industry, I hear it a lot of times with brand new clients who are actually, and I kind of guess there's a fear associated with, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to shop right away. I don't want to spend the money. And recently I have just worked with two new clients only at the initial stage where we're getting in touch with their own personal style. And both of them said to me, just so you know, I have some weight to lose, so I'm not really sure what to do about that when it comes to adding to my wardrobe. I don't really want to invest. And that for me is like, okay, this is exactly what I wanted to talk about, waiting on the weight. Because, we all know that good intentions sometimes go sideways. And my thing is, you never want to wait to be the best version of yourself, to put yourself on hold, to stop living life. And I don't think there's ever been a more crucial time where all of us are so aware that life is, as we know it, can change very drastically, sometimes quickly, as we've seen it play out, sometimes slowly. So because of adding a few pounds here and there, I really don't feel that that is just cause to stop living your life. Yeah, so what, you have a few pounds, I think that we all know that you are the only person who is the one worried about that. Most of us are too busy obsessing over something else in our own life to be focused on that about you. However, I can relate. I'm not dismissing it. I know what that feels like. You put on your clothes, you feel like a sausage, you can't do your zipper up, or you button your blouse and it's gaping. Okay, so can we just all agree to give ourselves a hallway pass and say, okay, so that's it. That is the way it is. I got it, and not get hung up on it. I'm happy to see all of you. So nice to be here. So I want to say this though, and it's not really just New Year's where people are going, oh, my waistband's tight, especially now. But I think it's a lifestyle, because here we are, we go away on vacation. Does anyone not overindulge? I sure don't know anyone that would just, stick to the salad and not have any drinks or have fun. Then we have the summer. We're out and about, we're having fun, we're at somebody's house for a barbecue, we're hosting. Let's just be honest. It is a lifestyle. We always are tempted with that sort of, should we or shouldn't we? And I'm going to say this, whatever you choose, that's your decision. You do have control over it. So don't waste your time beating yourself up about the weight gain. If you really don't like it, just don't eat the things that you shouldn't eat. And I'm not minimizing it, because listen, I didn't ever experience weight gain until maybe 8 years ago. I ate like a trooper, and all of a sudden, holy smokes, I was getting shorter, am getting shorter, and all of a sudden my waistline thickened. So I get it. I don't want you to think that I don't understand. So what happened? Did I stop eating all those things? Probably not. Moving to Port Stanley, a beach village, didn't help that. Lots of opportunity to go out, lots of people to invite over and to have go to their home. So you know what? It just has to be a lifestyle choice. My point is, you have control over that. We don't have control over a lot of other things in our life at the moment. So let's not get hung up there. Okay. In the meantime, what you can do is camouflage. You can move away from certain practices that you're doing in terms of getting dressed for your day, instead of just saying, okay, you know what? Pulled over, my car's on the side of the road, I'm not moving. That's it. Because the minute we stop even taking baby steps towards moving forward, and everyone else is going past, whether they're speeding or just, lurching along, jerking along, driving a standard, you're actually going to be falling behind. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to hide. I don't want you to be invisible. My goal is for every woman to be visible, because let's be honest, Brene Brown says that is our innate desire, is to be seen and to be heard. So this is a time to just move on, listen to some tips that you can do if you're finding that you're a little not at your ideal weight. And don't look at those charts, because those charts are never right. The ones in the doctors that the doctors used to have, holy smokes. If I ever weighed that, I think maybe I was in grade 8 when I weighed what I should weigh according to my height. When you feel good about yourself in terms of your weight, okay, that's when you're going to strut your stuff. But I'm going to say you can strut it earlier. All right. So it's all, the zipper, the pulling, the snug. So let's just think about, what are we wearing and what should we kind of avoid? I know that a lot of closets I've been in, I have seen multiple wardrobe capsules based on different weights. That's fine. I would never disturb those, what we go through and edit if we don't like or love the items, but I get it. People have, weight wardrobes. That's totally fine. Move on. Pick the wardrobe that suits your weight. But here's what I'm saying. Dig into the clothing that you do have and take a good look. Every one of us, myself included, has fallen trap to very comfortable clothing that moves. If we did cartwheels, it would cartwheel with us without even moving from our body. Okay, that's the way it's been. But look at all the stuff in your closet and in your house that you've spent money on that isn't being worn because you are not sure what to wear, or you've just said, forget it, I'm not even going to bother. Sometimes I can tell you this, you get into your closet, you may think something isn't going to work or it isn't going to fit, and it will surprise you. It might fit differently, but it may still work. So that's something you could try. So here's some tips about things to move away from if you're doing. If you're busty and you've put on a little weight, maybe your arms or whatever, avoid patterns that have circular patterns. So if you like polka dots and you're very busty and right now you're feeling a little uncomfortable about your weight, move those dots to the side. That isn't going to flatter. It actually exaggerates. So you don't want to do that. Think about necklaces and earrings that you're wearing. If you wear circular earrings or drops that are big balls, like a long pendant earring, and or necklaces that are close to your neck, and the pendant that you have the pendants are round, that will mirror and exaggerate. So you can think about doing the opposite. So I'm just going to show you what I mean. So this is a great necklace, usually, well, it's mine. So, but if this were in your closet and you are that person I just described, this is something you wouldn't choose at this time. What you want to do is choose something that is longer. This will give you height, and the shape should be definitely not something that repeats your body shape. So this isn't going to repeat anyone's body shape that I know. So this is a safe bet. This other piece, lots of you women may have something like it. Long, long, long. The long line makes you look taller. This does have a round medallion, but it's very far away from the top of your body. So that would be acceptable. Okay. And again, don't remember the swirly patterns and patterns with dots. I want to show you a pattern I find, well, I did actually wear a plaid blouse just for this purpose tonight, because any of you can wear this. It may not be your style personality. If it is, then you can wear it because the deeper colors are going to be flattering. It isn't light because light will also enhance size. And the colors are rich and deep. And look at the lines, the vertical lines. When I stand up, it actually helps create length. So this is an option for you as well. And I wanted to show you, oh, that would be good. A pattern like this is very abstract. It is going to work well whether you're busty or you're not busty, whether you're short or whether you're tall. So something abstract. And why does it work? It is a distraction. The pattern is interesting. People aren't noticing your body. They're subconsciously attracted to the pattern and they're going, oh, that's kind of nice. So that is a good trick to divert attention from the area that you are not happy with at the moment. Something else about this top, because it's so cute. It has a tie here. And, you know, I'm not saying run out and find one, but this is also anything at the waist or lower that points down like an arrow is also going to create length, helping you to look taller. So those kind of subtle things in your wardrobe, if you really are stuck and you don't have a wardrobe, you know, and you're adding things, those are a couple of ways that you could add something flattering if you're feeling a little bit not at your ideal weight. The other thing about your blouses, you want to buy a blouse that has darts in it, which means it is structured. It isn't a box, because then that will flow with your shape and you can tuck it in or leave it out when you're feeling confident. So nothing unstructured, not a good plan in terms of a structured blouse. And on that note, I do want to say that flimsy fabrics will not feel as good or give you the confidence that something more structured. This is a structured, it is a cotton, it's a bit of a flannel, but the structure in the collar, the sleeve, and the tailoring, it has darts, does help you feel better, and they are much more flattering. They keep things where they should be. So that's another tip in terms of fabric. Flimsy, not so much, something more structured. Yet it has to be comfortable. You've got to be able to move and feel like yourself, right? If it doesn't resonate with you, forget it. Isn't going to work. So here are some things to avoid also. Tight fitting clothing, knits, jersey. Some bamboo can be very tight fitting. Those are not going to be your go-to choice right now. Unless those are the fabrics that you love, then what you need to do, and I'm just saying, if you want to get through this and feel your best self and show up for you, buy a size up, one size up, not 3 sizes up. Because the moment you are in clothes that are obviously huge on you, the message that you're sending is that you're hiding something. We don't want to do that. So buy one size up so that it fits you in the shoulders, it fits you in the bust if it's something that you're buttoning up, and worry about tailoring it later. Don't wait for you to drop the weight. Tailors are there for a reason. You can always get it taken in. I always suggest to women who are busty, I'm not one of those, I've never had that problem, to size up in the blouse area so that you can button the buttons comfortably and then have the rest of the blouse tailored, whether it's the waist, whether it's the sleeve. So that's another way to get past that hurdle of not feeling that you're at your best weight. Okay, so we've talked about the fabrics. And I really do think that people inadvertently do buy a couple sizes bigger just so they're comfortable, but you don't want to be lofting around inside there. Okay, so just make sure about that. All right, because you don't want to hide. Your clothes need to fit and flatter. They need to drape and follow the curves of your body. At this point, when you're feeling a little self-conscious about your weight, you don't want them hugging. Okay. Tailoring, I talked about that for sure. think about color blocking. Color blocking is when there might be 2 or 3 colors in the same garment and there are vertical linear lines. Think about I will say a navy cardigan that goes to your knees. It's plain navy. It doesn't have any buttons, but down the front placket where it opens is the contrast color, and it would be rust, let's just say. That is color blocking, very slimming for every body shape. You will look taller, you will look put together, and that is a great tip. Whether you need to lose weight, whether you need to gain weight, whether you're happy with your weight, those are extremely flattering to the figure. Okay. Yeah, so that is something that I definitely put into clients' wardrobes when we're talking weight gain. Okay. If you are busty, let's please avoid ruching at the shoulder. You will see a lot of new styles this spring, puffy sleeves, all kinds of sleeve detail. So you don't want any puffiness in the top of the sleeve, especially if it's 3/4, that will exaggerate. And you don't want ruching here. So what I mean are all those little darts that are on the shoulder. Avoid that for sure. What should you look for? A slim linear sleeve. Easy peasy, best, most flattering, right to the wrist or 3/4. Okay. So thick middle. Here's what you don't want to wear. You don't want a short top. Some tops have shrunk in the wash over these past years. Buy your tops a little longer. So when you raise your arms, do the fit test. Raise your arms and make sure that the hemline of your top is not going to be higher than your belly button. So when you do have your arms down, the top is at a proper length just above the hip bone. Going to be flattering. Okay? Now, and it will actually be slimming. I want you to picture this. Okay. This is my next example. So we've all had lots of hors d'oeuvres over the holidays. Picture a toothpick, and in the middle there's a little olive. Okay, right in the middle. We have skinny, the little olive, skinny. What you want to do if you are feeling a little more weighty is not wear 2 pieces of clothing that are fitted. So fitted top, fitted bottom. The image that comes to mind is that of the cocktail toothpick with the olive in the middle. Whatever you don't want to show or bulge will be visible when you wear tight on the top, tight on the bottom. There's nowhere for that to hide. What I suggest is relax one of the pieces, say it's a top, go the size up. If you have a size up in your wardrobe, wear that. If it's a little big around the waist, then you can blouse it, then you can ruche it. You can actually hide all of those things that you don't want others to see. So what a great way to wear a top that you love in a color that you love, in a style and fabric that you love. Just go up a size. And then, as I said, ruche it or bag it a little bit. What else? Okay, how can you add height without all of these ideas? Wear a small heel, lifting you up. Even if it's 1 inch, it will help elongate and slim you out. Secondly, if you have a pointy ballet flat, if you have a pointy kitten heel, the pointy toe is also a great place for the eye to bounce off, and it is slimming. A round-toed shoe, doesn't matter if it's a sneaker, a ballet flat, a pump, round adds pounds. Always, always, always. So that wouldn't be something you would want to be wearing at this point in time. Okay, what else? The cardigan I talked about, especially if you wear it open and flowy, and the longer the better. To your knees, great. I know that some of you have issues with the longer maxi duster cardigans because then you put your coat on and the sweater is trailing below. But if you do have a long maxi coat, the longer cardigans are extremely flattering as long as it fits your shoulders and floats along your body and doesn't hit places and cling and ride. Okay, so it is about the fit there. What else was I going to say? Oh my goodness. And of course, don't forget to opt for long necklaces. Your accessories can very much help you. You have a long rectangular scarf, tied in a loop and leave the tails long. Again, helps to make you look taller. I talked about flimsy versus structured fabric. That's something, think about that in a pant and a jean as well. Flowy pant, jersey versus denim. Always going to look more trim in a denim if the denim is the right size. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. And lastly, what about this? Distract attention. Wear a funky pair of glasses. If you don't even wear glasses, buy the cheaters, not the little ones. I mean a fake pair, red, burgundy, animal print. Wear a bold lip. Distract the attention. Divert it away from wherever you don't want it to be. I can't say enough about the eyewear, your jewelry, and lipstick. You can do so many things to distract and divert attention until you feel that how you are right now is just fine. And I'm telling you that it is. I know that it is. I want you to believe that it is. I want you to think about what your best friend would say. She or he would say, you're fine, beautiful, just the way you are. Don't put your life on hold. Don't wait for the wait. I can tell you one thing that I have learned that I've said too many times, oh, I'm going to do that later. I'm going to do that. Now I'm thinking, you know what? There are a list of things that we are going to do as soon as the time comes that we can do so safely. And the wait thing is not one of those reasons for you to stay, to hide and hibernate. Okay, and I just forgot I had this beautiful scarf. So as opposed to a scarf with polka dots, any kind of the animal print, the cheetah print, because the pattern is a regular shape, that will work well on most bodies in a very flattering way. And one more thing, a pattern like this, which is herringbone, yes, so you can see how the all of the pattern is it's not busy, but it is a distraction enough that you can't see imperfections through it. It's extremely flattering. This skirt is about, oh boy, 8 years old, and I've worn it when I was, 15 pounds too heavy, and I'm wearing it now having lost that weight. So those work. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope that you feel better. I hope you feel hopeful. I want you to feel hopeful. And right now, the invitation I said I was going to offer is I would love you to join me January 27th, which is a Thursday, 6:30 p.m. I decided that was a good time. And the ladies who have already indicated they want to do the wardrobe challenge have felt that Thursday is a good day, a good evening, and this is an opportunity for you to get together with like-minded women in a safe community. It'll be on Zoom. Yes, it'll be 5 classes. Here's the great news. This is complimentary. I am doing this to get you motivated, to get you in a place of hope and feeling better and maybe more inspired and away from the news. Oh my gosh. So reach out to me if that's something you would like to do. And we're going to talk about a lot of things in that group. We're going to talk about your wardrobe. We're going to talk about what's hiding in there. You're going to do some homework. You have some work to do. So I really hope that you will reach out, whether it's here or on Instagram, and say, Sue, I want to join. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Share the video if you would. I would really like that if you think people need to hear the message. And over and out. I hope it wasn't too long. Thank you for tuning in. Love you guys. Bye.